Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Huskers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Indiana's offense will have the football first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And this offensive line obviously has its strengths, but you're not going to have to look further than that left side. Like, this offense gets a little bit run-heavy to the left for a reason. Left guard, left tackle, the strength of this unit. They work so well together, great individual players. And Palmer, sometimes when you got a side of the line that's a little bit more dominant, don't be afraid to go that way more often.
No question about it. I think we're on critical down.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He'll return it from the 50. And the punt team gets down there and return man on the ground. The Cornhuskers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. We get our first look at Anthony Calandria. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Mills. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship. And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Wilson will throw. Finds his tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke. The year before that, they have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like, if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like, where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. They're working that left side. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Safe completion on the screen. He breaks a tackle. And the last 2 plays have left them in a hole as they stare at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Huskers! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And he's got that by-you speed, like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wilson to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. And they're able to make the tackle.
You just cannot coach that type of athleticism. That was an incredible one-handed grab. You could practice that over and over and over and not come down with that one.
Third down play from the gun. Quickly complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy.
Maybe some room here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Running inside, it's Martin. Finds a crease at the 20. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wilson will throw. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And now they've lost the ball here. Defense trying to take it back.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing a turnover.
He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's third and goal. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Offense changing the play. Wilson to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Indiana! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mills. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense...
Finding some room. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and they were...
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wilson will throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Got it in the middle. It's Preston. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Richard. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the change impossible. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. With the catch, it's Richard. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Hoosiers in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wilson to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The run inside. It's Richard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? These corners going to give them some space. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Sooners coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Lincoln. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Clark. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
To throw, it's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Hoosiers have moved it inside the 20. Looking for a gap. It's Campbell. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right back to it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They go to the ground. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better.
He's going to fire deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wilson to pass. Connection to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Quick tempo here for the offense.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds space on the right. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's those kinds of mistakes that just drive you crazy. It can ruin a drive. The false start backs them up on 3rd and goal. Quarterback making checks. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Hard-hitting tackle.
Nice job by the defense that time, defending the end zone. There was a pass play. Everybody covered up in the back end. And when they saw the quarterback take off, they were able to rally to him and stop him short of the end zone. Now what are they going to do on 4th down?
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here comes the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
Snags it, and there's running room. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. Wilson will throw. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. The pick six. He kicks it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Well, this has been a defensive war. You're just wondering which side could hang on long enough. But how about the defense coming away with a big pick six late to take the lead? You got to step up in big moments. You saw the ball thrown, you pluck it out of the air, you find your convoy, and you're off to the races. That is an outstanding game-changing play.
Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Tries to fool him with the naked bootleg. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wilson to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Personal foul. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5.
Man, what a missed opportunity for the field goal unit. You got a chance to put this game over the mark where they got to score a touchdown. A field goal's no good late in this football game. Now the tide has turned a little bit. Your defense is going to need to go out there and bail you out.
Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And that went nowhere fast. And first down is a good time to run a screen, try to catch them being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
Gonna look downfield again. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to his running back. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Richard. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets open down the middle. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Wilson to pass. Makes the catch. The two-point conversion is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Mills. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. That's caught. It's Nelson. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. They'll snap it from the 25 here on second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, there's no doubt where the quarterback's going to be looking in this 2-minute situation trailing in this game. Tonight, time and time again, he's been feeding this guy the football, already over 100 receiving yards, and he comes up with another big play for his quarterback on a 2-minute drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense in press coverage. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. To the air on 2nd down. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's gone! And they tied the game inside a minute to go in regulation.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the 4th quarter.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Wilson will throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Uncorks one. Finds a tight end down the gut. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Hoosiers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Making side adjustments here. Wilson to pass. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Connection, incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Fires to the wideout. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Quarterback may change this route. Wilson will throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's second and long. On the run, it's Martin. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They strike first here in overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Running inside, it's Nelson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He wants it all. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
offense.